Josh George, college football. We're going to preview the Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas Jayhawks football, that is. And Kansas Jayhawks football have not been ranked in the preseason since 2008. So this is a big, big deal for them. Look, they've got 3 stars that you need to know. You need to know running back Devin Neal. He will be one of the best running backs in the nation and has potential if they give out an MVP for the Big 12. He might even get it. He will be this year's Ollie Gordon. He will jump onto the scene and be a workhorse back, be really amazing. Then they've got a top red zone receiver in Jared Casey, going to be top stuff, and he's number 1 in 2-point conversions in his career in college football. And then you bring in one of the most experienced centers in college football in Shane Baumgartner. So he will give a boost to the offensive line. Jeff Grimes definitely has a lot to work with at offensive coordinator. Then Lance Leopold. He's built this team slowly and methodically and has this team ready to compete. He has Jalen Daniels at quarterback. He did not win a Heisman last year, but his brother did. And this team had 30. He had a bunch of scrambles, and he was 10th in the nation for 30-yard plus scrambles. So he could be on that Heisman list this season if things go according to plan. The big question mark is this defense. Only 5 guys back. A defense that was 62nd in the nation last year. An offense that found a way to win. What this team did was they created timely turnovers, and that's really what put them on the map. Early turnovers. They played the 10 yards of the first down really, really well in the secondary. And guys like Marvin Grant, really, really good at jamming people, really good at monitoring the field at safety. Let's break down this Jayhawks schedule, shall we? I have them beating Linwood. And then I think the hype kind of might get to this team. This is really a bet against Leopold. But if he can bring it all together, that's awesome. If he can keep their nerves, that's awesome. But they'll be a top 25, maybe even a top 20 team when they play Illinois. And Illinois' got a really, really good quarterback, former 5-star kid. If you don't play it right, you get the big head. They get some big plays early, and you find yourself behind. I know Kansas battled back a bunch last year, down 14. Illinois was one of those games that they battled back from 14-0 down to win 34-23. It's just going to be a tough road game. I've got the Illini winning that game. UNLV host them at home. Jayhawks should win that game comfortably. At West Virginia, it's just another one that Kansas has struggled there. A lot of Big 12 teams do. So I'm going to have West Virginia winning that game. Hosting TCU. TCU has been a team that you've done well against, especially Leopold. So give me Kansas. At Arizona State, I think that's an easy game for Kansas. Give me Kansas. Give me Kansas to beat Houston at home. At Kansas State, Sunshine Showdown. Feel like Leopold's going to win that game. I feel like this is where he pulls his might up and says, yes, I am the best coach in the state of Kansas right now, and wins that one. Iowa State. That's just a tough game. Iowa State's really got a ton to play for. And you're coming off a bye week and off a big win. It's one of those you might come out a little flat. Give me Iowa State. At BYU, late in the year, that's the steep place to play. You got to be in condition if you're going to win there. Something tells me that BYU finds a way to win. And then I have you beating Colorado. It's late in the year, and it's a home game, and you don't see the Baylor game on here. But they also play Baylor, and I have them beating the Baylor Bears to go 8-4 and 6-3 in conference play. This was the Kansas Jayhawk preseason preview for 2024.